anything.
To get into this event, they lose their first match. They look down, they look out. A player on their team is feeling really bad. The mental is shot. But that night, the entire team bands together. They go out together.
Yeah,
they
Mini
have
has a bit of a dream
night.
team
They
to
get the
work
vibes back
for,
up. They go out to
and
win
he
that
gets
event
boasted
and
like a
qualify
super
here.
hard worker.
Not just they go out and have fun out. They were out until 6 a.m.
If you had to remove him up and put split in, I get rid of Icebox.
On a match day, by the way.
I've seen enough. We've had all the play of Icebox. I get how it works.
Our counterparts in the Japanese scene, Hiromu-san and Yukishiro-san, for helping us out and giving us.
Okay, Guild on defense, FENNEL on attack. Potential for Guild to close us out. This is their map.
Their mojo back during the last break after getting absolutely smashed on Pearl.
It's either that or Guild meets Cloud9 White in less than 24 hours. The pressure on for both of these teams, but FENNEL in particular.
Yeah, I think it's more likely to be Binds though, but I would rather get rid of
towards B on this opening round, and Karumi just caught blindsided by Roxy.
Yeah, Roxy
do they know?
Is just still getting it done from map to map now.
Dude,
although the
Ness is in
festival is ridiculous.
Ness is in so much trouble.
Chances now to pinch down on Ness, who's playing
Well,
along, but it doesn't matter
Ness-
when the one
Ness gets
kill
a kill.
comes in, 2 kills comes in, all the people we were hyping
Damn,
up
that's
in
such a
last
clean
map.
pistol.
Ryan
Everyone just winning their
gaming
duels.
flawless to
Seems to be a bit of a name diff.
That is not the round that FENNEL needed to get things going. That is a
Yeah,
round
that is not the round.
If you are not strong in the mental
Roxy
department,
with pistols
we'll send
is
you right
kind of
back into
nuts.
that route. We'll
Fast
have you
bullet
feeling
aim
just
is
like round number 1.
Yeah,
incredible.
I mean, it just hurts, right? Because I really do feel like FENNEL as a team, they play off the fun, they play off a little bit of that momentum. They just need rounds, and they couldn't get rounds back on Pearl to get completely shut out like this. That is going to sting. Oh yeah, we're feeling it over in the Guild camp.
Yeah, Joint is happy to see his team playing this well, and I'm sure they are too. It's a nice little setup here, not a Season 8 combo or anything like that. You got the Jet instead, but still getting some of that value in the opening gambit.
Yeah, no raises whatsoever.
Standout player in Guild has to be Roxy for me.
Simplify things for FENNEL, sort of, you know,
She's too
putting
clutch.
Susan Festival, 2 star players just on agents that want to go out, fight, find opening kills. Not tons of support behind them, but I don't know. We'll see what they can do as this game does continue to progress, because I do love the element of having the Killjoy into the mix. Makes lurking so much more difficult, especially, you know, compared to something like a Cypher. You have just way more tools at shutting stuff down. As Koharu does trade out 1 kill at the very least. But,
oh boy,
it's
a good stun.
She's a Marshall, by the way. Oh, it's gonna work. Okay, all good, no worries.
Oh my goodness, the cleanup.
Yeah, Anya just gets a 3K and
Was against Ecos. Honestly, on paper though, FENNEL, you'll take that. 2 kills, 1 armor. It's not too bad. Let's see how this buy goes. If FENNEL can't win this round, I'm calling it.
Somewhat unique, work really
I know
well
it's
for their
early.
style. I've loved seeing Roxy back on this Killjoy. The
But I think
implementation
they
both
need
here and on
this
Pearl
team
has
without
looked really
momentum.
good.
Yeah, Roxy is just so
Looks like it
based,
get a little
'cause
bit
for the longest
boomed.
time she just has played
Tech
Killjoy
balls?
on
Okay.
so many different maps. You know, like the Ascent too. Like there is this idea of, hey, if you want to put Smurfette on the Jet, right? You don't necessarily want to run the Chamber next to it. Yes,
Me,
give us
Barbar,
the Killjoy,
Mini,
please,
Bacon,
I
and
love it.
Sean as a team.
Roxy's just a good, honest player. Too many dishonest Valorant players.
There's
these
too many-
days, locking in the
Too many
cringe
cooks in
fade
that
raise,
kitchen.
locking in the Chamber. All these agents cheap. When you just get the good, honest Sentinel action in there, you do love to see it. We do have a technical pause. Gear, of course, seems to always be the devil. We'll hope to get back in just a moment.
Yeah, you know, maybe some time. Honestly, this is the moment where I feel like we need.
I need them to be dancing right
Well, I was gonna say.
Was C9 White's issue during G2 game?
Feed that energy to them.
Just coming
You know
up
what I'm
against a
saying?
comp they've never
You know,
seen
like,
before.
Like get that sort of teamwork going on back and
It was a
forth,
mix
but no,
between that and they got
serious business
slightly
at the
unlucky in the
moment
important
between
rounds in
these
terms of
teams.
timing. There wasn't too
It
much.
looks like we are getting back into the business, though.
The
so
number
maybe
is getting smaller. That means we're gonna play.
I'm trying to remember.
very
I don't know. Like it was a close game. It was a close game apart from.
analysis there, I suppose.
There you go. I do what I can. Interestingly enough, Guild set up like you would if you had a Fade, Raise, Breach combo, but no Fade in this one. Instead, just posting up Smurfette on the
I think
angle.
so.
The only
I think that's how it
player
works.
actually carrying a rifle into this round,
Okay.
so making sure she can find
Early
a fight
early
very
shutdown
early on.
of A, and as we can see, that is where 4 people are. Dude, they did this last. They did this
There's a
last
siege
Haven,
deep
right?
As well that they're pushed into by
Or
the
am I
aftershock.
just
This is so
tripping?
good.
Someone did
And
the
it's
exact.
interesting. Guild's
I want to say
approach
it was
this
Guild.
map
Did the exact
feels
same
like
thing on their
when it
bonus
was like
round
the
and it
triple
worked.
flash meta of this map, and Aster was busted,
can't remember
where
who it
everyone
was.
would pull off the rip, and defenders would instantly have a lot of
4-person
control
over
every
towards towards A. They shut it down. They get a breach into this angle. Jump spotting is going to be the bait as well. I think this is done.
And I think
FENNEL feel a little bit boomed, and Guild look way better than they did yesterday.
Get big damage with the combinations without putting your life on the line. You don't have to take the gunfights, and hey, that is certainly ideal as Anya finds another. And yet, the Jet forces you to get involved, which, hey, the way Guild's been playing, and after a game like Pearl, too, like, absolutely put Smurfette on the Jet. That's the normal pick for her, but looking real good.
And look how many players they can keep towards A because of this Killjoy setup. Mid is completely locked down. Everyone else can rotate wherever they please to take the fights needed to close out this round. It's just
The
really
facing
well
with coaches and
constructed
captains.
By the way,
That'd be
Smurfette,
fun.
who
I
was
do want to
in
do
the
more
lobby
of a
at the
World
start of
Cup
the round,
thing.
looped all the way back to garage.
I guess it would have to be Euro Cup if it's online.
And is now
anyways.
shooting Garu in the back. Like, what is that? As Anya gets yet another 3K. Guild just doing circles around FENNEL.
I think this is done.
Yeah,
I know it's. I know this is
FENNEL
probably
have a
the earliest
tendency
I've
on
ever
this
called
map.
it.
You heard us talking about it in the pre-show that they are the slowest team.
It just feels like them. It just feels like they're completely mentally out of it.
A token of their region, right? A lot of teams in East Asia.
You probably
and
just
in
time
Japan
out now.
Love getting super aggressive right off the rip on attack, and on defense, and it will give you those opportunities. But with the way Guild plays, they're not really giving those chances away. So instead, you end up in this situation where you're holding this default, where you're not really gaining any space, and instead you're just kind of sitting in spawn and letting your opponents take really pivotal map control.
Yeah, you know, it's hard to take space against the utility use that was just so crisp out of Guild, right? The combination of the Astral Pull on top of the Breach Concuss.
Yesterday, FENNEL were like fast playing together, overwhelm.
It does seem like a
Today,
very strong sort of plan coming through from Guild.
I don't know.
To take away A lobby control very early on.
Like I just want to see some fast C splits. I want to see this decisiveness.
Play their own game, go crazy.
I know they wanted to go A here and they got shot a little bit,
and
but
not care about the scoreline. But the thing with Guild's composition is they have so much good stall utility. You have a Killjoy, you have an Aster, there's always going to be something.
They're like instant set pieces yesterday looked so good.
I think you expect the identity.
That's kind of what I want to see from them.
Setting up Smurfette to go for early peaks, go for early fights. This round is very probably
good for Guild to get confidence. That's very true for their next games.
Burst out, but it's sort of test where's the utility that is going to be setting up Jet, right? Where is the Breach?
So wait, do we get we get G2 Liquid and C9 Guild tomorrow, or do we get both of those games tomorrow?
And it's really interesting too because these
Rob Poners, thank you so much, dude. 4 months in the Slug Club. Appreciate you.
Yeah, it just is a slight little variation that can catch you off guard. So I think FENNEL makes
Boomer Slugs?
going to be a heavier stack over towards C.
We love that, Rob.
Getting very quickly in towards B, and we saw previously Festival go for this A-Link push, so she is zooming over there, waiting to potentially duel against Anya, but what? Just a one-tap. Ow!
Yeah, 1 bullet, 1 kill. And Ness is here too, flicks around, not given the opportunity, but Len is there for the backstab, and able to trade out. Spike is on the floor. Kahadu is stuck in spawn, and Anya's just on a heater here. 3rd kill already found. Simple in that anti.
Okay, that's fine.
So you got a 3K 3 out of 4 rounds now.
Honestly, I just want to see a set C split. Set C split. Let's see it. Set C split. Come on.
There you go. And
Simple
the other round,
stuff going on here.
the other round.
I want to see something set.
So it's just perfect, you know, congruity in numbers right there. Absolute madness. And yet I think, okay, FENNEL wiped that round off. The theory is there. See where the early Astral Pull breach stun is going to be. Then you know there's a Jet peeking behind that. You expect the lean to be there because I think the way
Rob, mate, thank you so much, dude. 4 months, bro. Appreciate it.
Of Jet and then Killjoy on the opposite
okay, they're defaulting. They're waiting for something to happen. 3 people here, push down. Okay.
This time Smurfette is shut down. We were talking about the double contact.
That's good.
Suzu and Festival
TP away, but it was a Jet pushing, so it's like sometimes she'll push on her own, so you don't know that the other person could be here. We'll keep an eye on the fade.
And continuing on the flank, she could be an absolute pain here as Suzu steps forward. Doesn't fully commit
Good
to the fight,
information.
though.
They might go with this.
Breach ult available though. Guild can go fast on this retake sword C. They're looking to concede that space and push back in quickly, but FENNEL's a different idea, trying to push through garage window, but Roxy's better than that and realizes the positioning. Kurumi able to get one up. It's not impressive, but the trade is
honestly, FENNEL will take that.
And the spike was in window in Kurumi's hands.
I still think that's fine.
And now you have just
They got a
almost
breach.
impossible
They should
decision to get
breach.
back into
Ah,
Garage.
it's a shame they don't have a
Interestingly
breach done.
enough,
Well,
Roxy
they know it's
fell
close.
away
You can
from
breach
Garage
damage
window,
swing.
So it is just Claudia here.
Breach
They believe
damage
that
needs
she
to
can hold
swing
down
though.
Garage. I don't know if that's going to
Did they want
necessarily
to
be the
reflank
case.
through
Oh,
mid?
they
They
used all their
trust her to
util.
stall, so they'll push together on the other side. That's great from Guild, and they were absolutely right. Claudia up to the task, and Karu alone. 1 versus 2 now. She
Breach
knows the
ult, nice
position
shot.
of the other 2 players, and she now has the spike. This is very winnable. Oh, she might just go.
Oh,
Oh no.
the split
thought they
second
were able to
decision to
respond, but
180.
breach ult
That's
gets
so
nothing now.
funny. That's so unlucky.
Absolute confusion.
It was like a gamble.
That
Gets the
one
spike
too,
down
and
either
now
way.
they
Nice
know where
stun
the
that's going to
plant is
hit
gonna be.
both.
They know
So
exactly
you got some
where
freedom
Kaharu
now.
is going to come out from and peek them as all the utility comes down. I don't think Kaharu knows where they are, but gets 1 kill.
Oi, oi, they needed that nice 1v3. That was strong. Nice shots.
I don't even know what to say to that one. Everything went wrong that is possible in that
She
round.
faked us.
Spike
Yeah, it actually
falls
was.
in Garage. No one is there
It
to claim
even fooled me.
Guild moves away
Hey,
from
that
it,
was a
reflex
nice
and
clutch
makes the
though.
breach ult the complete wrong location, but she just wins it anyway.
Yeah, I'm trying to like go back and remember the information that Kaharu actually had because I don't think she saw Ness behind
Only
Roxy.
knew about the one, maybe.
That's why she was sort of ulting towards spawn, expecting that she was
They
being pinched down on.
needed that
That's
so
the only
badly.
thing I can think of, and I think in the replay
Okay,
that
they
did
win.
confirm
Their money's
my
low.
suspicions
They're going to
off of
eco
that
this one.
But I mean, even
I think
zooming
the
back
call
to
is
the start of the
absolutely
round, it
fine.
opens up with Smurfette
They just lost too
getting
many
shut
people.
down. That is so big
So-
for FENNEL to have a chance.
And
in this
they're just
one.
planning ahead
This
as
time
well,
around,
trying to get as many
it's
out,
just
trying to get some
absolutely
orbs
stuck.
out
Even in
onto the
one
breach,
round, they have
try and
no
get the ult
guns,
up as
maybe.
fast as possible again.
Kaharu
So
is a very kind player.
it
and
doesn't
gives
matter
some
if FENNEL
weapon over
lose this, it's
festival,
all
but
about the
everyone
round
else has
after this,
pistols.
really. Let's see what damage
That's
they
it.
can do here as well. This is a good chance for Guild to build up
Frenzies,
even more money,
I
though.
guess, you know, we've seen them do some damage. No, that's not going to be easy.
Pretty much they just need to try set up Festival.
Festival's 2 up
2 off knives, sure,
Yeah.
sure.
You can get some ults rolling. You just need these first couple kills.
And they've only
They're
heard this
walking
gun,
with
so
that. You know, 2
they
players
are going to think they're
on the
full
back
buy
of
after
site.
this.
That's going to be a third as Anya rotates on over. So FENNEL try to activate this pinch with Festival fully pushing
my.
out, actually going over towards the B site. This is wild.
I've never seen
What a weird
player
round.
who dashes at her opponents more than Festival. So it's
Oh.
iconic stuff. But Anya, even more so, lines up too. Kaharu will trade
No
back
way.
with the frenzy, but that gun's on the floor, unrecoverable. And Fennel's walking straight into Claudia's line of fire. She doesn't miss those. First frag easy onto
Dude,
Suzu.
Guild
Smurfette
looks
in
so
support
much
and
better
Len.
than yesterday.
There's just no chance. 1v4 frenzy. And can't even find one.
Unreal. Claudia lines them up.
But this one's
on
fine.
that one.
FENNEL
had
literally
really
went
liked
into this
to
round knowing they're
activate
going to lose it.
Festival,
It's
whether
just this is
moving
the
into
round
B and
though.
then pushing A-Link
This is
from
the round that
there,
matters for
sort of
them.
wrapping around
The
through
issue is
C-Link
these
onto the B
ults, but-
site. I think it's very creative, but she has just been silent so far. Has not managed to find a kill in 6 rounds. The star player, one of the stars next to Suzu previously.
Damn,
but
that's-
not finding the impact
that's
she
so
needs
unlucky.
to get her team these wins.
At this point, it seems like Guild is just trying to speed run towards Cloud9 White. They want as much time to prep as possible. And for FENNEL, they are really struggling to find solutions.
Yeah.
3
Imagine
people
that.
over
Number 1
towards
seeds
here.
from NA and EMEA matching up.
Again,
just like
Killjoy's
everyone
great on this
expected.
map just because you can kind of
Yeah,
have
except
info
it's a
in
lower
these 2
bracket,
places,
yeah.
which means a lot of
Definitely
the
not
time
what
you
everyone
can
had
just
on their
do what they're
prediction
doing. Have
cards,
3 people
their
over
victims
towards
or
A,
whatnot, but still
have 1
work to be done
person,
here.
and
Uneven.
you can kind of just ensure that 1
3 or
person
2
can
big
hold here.
ultimates, I think, for Guild to try and secure
Like,
this
this
round.
comp
Roxy could
that Guild
potentially
use
just
is a
throw
bit
that
of a
wall
nightmare to
down
play
in.
against.
If there's going to be pressure, but nah, she wants to fight. She wants
Holy
to hunt.
hell, that's a nice
Festival
kill,
is
though.
on the board, and now they can pinch into sight.
Run
What?
and gun and dash forward.
Nice
Nest
trade.
down though. Trade good from
Festivals
Suzu, so
doesn't
this is
mind
side
making
taken.
space, that's for sure.
Festival's always dashing forward. It's absolute madness. Still big numbers advantage for FENNEL. Big meaning 1.
That's a sub.
It gets the
That's
job
enough.
done.
Yeah.
It could be big with Smurfette, just the operator to try and get this retake to happen. Guild committing the ultimate for it.
Well, he's actually gonna only connect onto 1 here. Smurfette swaps over to that Vandal. Hunt is there, broken immediately. Karumi as well. Still no ears, stuck on default. Swing coming through. Guild is here, and 2 players on site are down.
Garage
Still
flank.
Len alive, and there's a flank coming through. An Astropole, that can be first contact.
Holy hell.
Not coming
Breach ult.
through just yet. Smurfette is holding.
Just use it.
It's to half.
Oh, wait.
1
Oh my-
versus 2
Time's
now.
gone,
She
right?
can try and isolate these duels, but
Oh,
they should
oh,
be
no.
possible.
Okay, they still had the suck.
Not
It's fine.
quite.
Absolutely
hell, I was a little bit
insane.
worried there.
I think FENNEL had expected
That was
Smurfette
nice,
to
so
pull
this was
off
the round that
spike,
they
which
needed to
she
win.
ended
They have
up
to
doing.
do... Look at the
Definitely a
money, they
difficult
have to do
decision
2 more in a
force
row.
Commit onto the defuse
Look how many ults
right
they have.
There, but FENNEL do pull together a very nice round. The late reflank from Kaharu into Garage. necessary, I think, to have that sort of 90-degree angle, make it really awkward to deal with a long player too.
There's the laughs back. There's the smiles. That's what we've been waiting.
That's
the
step
last
one.
hour and a half for.
Right. First, smile. Second, laugh. Third.
Okay, this is the first time. Dude, how are Guild doing this? This is the first time where they've decided to take over towards A, and Guild have 4 people to shut this A down.
They're on the road towards it. Already good information towards A short, but look at this stack for Guild. 4 players
Holy
strong,
hell.
heavy on this A lobby.
Ah, that's a shame.
Suzu.
That happens a lot. You know when you have 2 people and you shoot in the middle of them?
FENNEL just instantly sprint away from the A site. Like, how many people do they actually note there? All 4 with utility flying on in. There's a turret to spot them working down. See Long, the ultimate, gonna sell this idea as well. All remaining players.
Okay, they still put some ults into this. They still have the breach ult if they want to send it. Killjoy ult's gonna go down. That's the breach ult we were talking about. They still haven't planted. They can at least break this. Are they gonna go back into C or are they gonna keep dueling spawn? Ah, dude, look at Roxy. Roxy's on this.
But they're playing off-site and they're wrapping back to Garage where it's kind of planted for them, but not really. And now there's a Rolling Thunder available too. Oh
Wait,
my God,
do they know?
Roxy's getting this diffused.
Oh, they don't know.
They don't know. They have absolutely
Not
no
again.
awareness.
1v3 again?
Now it's just a 1v1. Claudia not sticking. Gaharu has the read. Where is Claudia spotted? Just on the other side, but no utility. A jump peek through. Awareness there. Time is her game. Gaharu
4 bullets.
just needs that final shot again. Claudia off this spike. And another tap. She needs to stick eventually.
Oh my God. Another 1v3. Another 1v3. That's crazy. Okay, they're back in this.
Play the dance of Gaharu there. That is not an easy one. With the
that was a mad round to watch though. I like the decision making to push. They knew that they were going to try and retake with the ult. They knew they had to push. I thought Roxy had made the winning play, but the 1v3 was nice. She had good timing with this.
I think I need a 3-step program for figuring out that round because we started things off with a hit towards C. Then it's a fight through Garage.
She played the she played the 1v3 really well, but she played the 1-on-1 like exceptionally well.
And then Gaharu, that's like a lot of steps.
That was like 6. I was counting them on my fingers because I realized I'm just not going to say it out loud. That was 6 steps.
Okay, last round to push them over towards eco, so the money was stacked super high, and they might actually get them over to towards an eco. They've lost so many in a row that they'll get 2-9 if they do it, though, like lost bonus, so it will still be an okay buy. Chat, look at the minimap. They've pushed, oh my goodness, they're getting so much map control. They have Jet holding over towards A, they push down C, and then they have the information over towards B.
There's this turret up here, so they're going to put the smoke down and blitz.
Oh, they're going for an A split. It's the most perfect call. Look at the minimap. Okay, what can Jet do?
Smurfette is completely alone here, but she does have this operator, and the first shot will miss.
I thought that was on.
She's stuck now. Needs a fight
she's done
here
great so far. If she can get another, she's done everything. If she can somehow stay alive, then fair play. Keep an eye on the...
Let's see it.
Nice. Keep an eye on the breach.
Bladestorm, not yet. Still, just on that op. Just buying time. And
the timing of this is, yeah, nice. Good round from Guild.
Flank, by the way, for Guild to wrap back.
Smurfette did great.
There's another piece of utility available from the breach of Anya! And Smurfette finds that one too. Festival alone, but this one's winnable. 1 versus 2. Dash forward into the face.
Oh my goodness, imagine it. A small window. Another 1v4 potential. I say another clutch potential. It was a good try. Nice round from Guild. Smurfette like literally kind of won the round.
Just walking around.
The Jet just did too much.
Fear whatsoever. She is saying she is better than everyone else in this server with movement like that, and who can blame her?
Every one of these rounds is like a round I've never seen before. You know when you shuffle a deck of cards, and it's probable that no one has probably ever shuffled that exact order of cards before. Yeah, there's like 15 billion cajillion possible combinations. It's like that with this game of Valorant. This is a round you've never seen before. The last round one, you probably haven't either. And it's just gonna keep going. I mean, FENNEL certainly have a
they are the happiest team when they lose rounds. It's crazy.
Around to the back on you, right? Instead of just a normal, casual A hit through A lobby, which early on they got blasted by, it's like these B pushes into A link. Could plant it on B, but nah, we prefer the A site. We want to go for that. It's madness.
So this forces them to an eco.
FENNEL's leadership was like trained in a military academy. You have to have a flank. You have to attack from 2 angles at all times. But it kind of works for them. It is very unusual, but it's been effective for a few of these rounds. They are
Fade ult hits one. There are two people double stacked here. The C split might work. Give me these two. Are they gonna bait in Roxy, or is she gonna? Okay, they baited in Roxy for this. Roxy has to get at least one.
No idea about this second player. Can she get more though? A little bit wounded. Only the Bulldog in this corner.
Nice.
Double swing, but no trade just yet. Festival will eventually complete that one. So long
Upgrade, double upgrade.
It's very fast.
And Smurfette is on the flank with an operator, of course, instantly reacts for the shot.
She is hitting everything.
Was a 1v3 previously, but not going to be possible against the skill of Anya. Guild move on to 7.
7-3 now. FENNEL looked like they were going to be able to push towards a competitive half, but Hariko round not successful. This one now will be very pivotal for them. The difference between 9-3 and 7-5 is a world, not just in the round count and in the ability to come back, but also just for their mental to
I
feel
feel
good
like I've seen it enough.
I mean, the thing about FENNEL is you can try to think about how you play out the next round, but it's like, is it going to be a normal side execute, or is it going to be a mid split off towards C or A through one of the links? We might actually get our first real attempt going here with a peek down towards C long. Looks like the mid player will just be Len for the time being, but FENNEL holding for those flanks. They know the last few rounds, Guild have really been committing to that, so it all comes down to Suzu's positioning outside of A lobby, which gets instantly noted.
Again, a double flank. FENNEL's ready for it this time. They've found their awareness what Guild likes to do.
Very nice.
Suzu very good to hold. She's ready for the second as well, but Claudia a little bit further
That
than
gun
expected.
barrel
Oh my goodness.
is just like so far
She
out,
picked up
it's
the op
unfair.
and she's
Like,
going
she doesn't know
forward.
anyone's there, but gets shut down regardless.
And Claudia's just going to
She's crazy.
here now with the operator posted. Like, she is maintaining the space.
I was wondering if she's gonna go back for
Eventually,
another.
She will get away, but that's a good chunk of time waned off the clock.
Yeah, Len was right there in window the entire time, just hears all these shots ringing off. I believe also heard Claudia run back down towards A short, so pretty aware of what should be going on in that area.
But look at the value of the Killjoy. Even in a player down situation, they still have full knowledge. There's the turret activating.
The smoke
onto
was
Festival.
not perfect.
Yeah, a little bit off on that one. Festival in a good position here, blinded by Anya. Are they ready for the player gong? Surely you do not expect Festival. She'll claim to. Guild's retake might just be shut down from there. Claudia only has this operator. A 1 versus 4. Does she even commit to it?
I feel like you keep asking these questions you know the answer to. Of course she commits to it! Her name's Claudia! She's been committing to it all the time!
But she has an op. Maybe,
Not anymore.
Like, I feel like Smurfette would maybe like that gun in the next round.
I mean, this one's impossible.
I think she might too, but Claudia's gonna go for the 1v3 regardless. Festival though, with the 4K, that's what you need. That is dance-inducing behavior. I feel like we need a Festival check-in to see what happens, and it comes off of Festival making a very key switch up in her decision making, right? She's been, whenever they go B, it is an A-link push.
DRX are making
3
a
rounds,
Japanese
I believe
game
they've
change
done
team
this
as well.
half alone. This time, no
The
push. Just hides, tucks in,
the
backside.
Japanese
That
game changer's got the highest viewership,
Okay,
right?
There we go. We
There
see
we
it.
go.
Or am I
We
wrong?
see it. It is back for FENNEL. And I have a very important ask for the crowd. If you guys see
By
FENNEL
far?
dancing,
Oh,
I
really?
just need a very loud cheer, just so we know. You know, we can't always see them, so just keep us informed, guys.
That's very important stuff. Suzu gonna be dancing all the way back to the grave though, because Smurfette opened up that very early peak. Festival instantly switching around the tempo, trying to hunt down players, but Guild, knowing they have a numbers
nice.
advantage, fall back off of the site.
Nice
and they'll
hit, but
play
they have
5v4
Killjoy
Killjoy
ult, but we
ultimate
have
available.
breach
That's why they're
damage.
playing
Breach
this
is
one
on
slow.
here.
And Smurfette has Blades.
No
She
way,
can
did
go
I
for a
just
bit of a
see-
cheeky
okay,
double
no,
up
it's
capture
fine.
if she wants, but here's the breach.
Thought I saw
Bye-bye,
the
Killjoy
damage go to
lockdown.
spawn a bit
Won't find
stun.
any effect this time. Claudia from Heaven, though, is able to take down Kaharu and find a little bit more information there. You saw Smurfette attempting the jump up, but it's nothing from it. FENNEL is just playing slow here. That spike not even planted yet.
Somehow there's still a Killjoy turret on A short, right? Just waiting above him. Kurumi's like, wait, we never broke that? Okay, gonna deal with that one. Len playing down A short, no real position for Festival to have a trade, so
Hey, she can
important she
win this.
finds that early peak.
Towards Heaven, though.
Well,
Claudia waiting to
so
jump
pass.
out. Well timed on the smoke fade. It's only Karumi. She's found one.
Oh, that was
But no
almost
more
close again.
to come.
Oh, nice
Two
half
players
from
left
Guild.
alive as Guild
I think
will close out their half 8 to 4.
FENNEL would take this though. It was 5-1
Really
at one point,
nicely
right?
done by them.
You'll
Again,
take that.
for Anya's
8-4, and it was 5-1 at one
plethora
point.
of 3Ks to Smurfette,
It
always
feels a
putting
little
herself
bit
in
deja
position
vu
for
to
the early
first map
fights.
because
They
they have to
shut
win
FENNEL
pistol.
down.
Good work from Claudia here. The timing on those smoke fates was really unfortunate. 2 players dying at the hands of Guild, at the hands of Claudia holding that space in heaven. And for Guild, they've got to be feeling confident off of that one, but it's not undoable for FENNEL. We'll see how this one goes in the second half after our desk.
Thank you so much, and wow, it has been.
If Tarek did NA Game Changer be the most watched, yeah, pretty much.
Both teams, you know, but hey.
Hey, I thought he was gonna stream this event.
Yeah, so especially at the beginning of
I at least saw his name.
And how this whole attack was unraveling. I wanted to take a look back at round 6 because this is the second time the FENNEL was trying to get that entry through double doors. We see how they set it up. They know that the kill utility might be there. They have to go for the breakage. Be careful because on the previous round
do
they
finals.
let the spike with all this intention of just going in and forward. The problem is you go into B and you have all angles still to clear. Is a very definitive response for you to decide to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and knowing that you're never going to finish where you start pushing, but it's also a high risk because you do not have the information on Guild. You do expect them, of course, to push because it's Guild, and especially since
I mean, I guess he doesn't have to do anything, but I don't know. I think the level is good enough. I don't know. It's about time that the scene.
Yeah.
It's good for the scene to stream it. And that's why we see some of their stars. Until Festival had that nice 4K round, both of their star players, Suzu and Festival, were just not getting those usual 2Ks, 3Ks that we're seeing here.
Can coach talk to players during halftime? Yeah.
Again, picked it up in that final moment.
Do you wish Valorant would add more rounds? No, I think ML12's the best.
Suzu was on 5. It wasn't a great half for them. They weren't going for those extra frags that they usually do. So we need those star players to step it up as we go into the second half and hopefully keep their tournament lives alive.
Yeah, especially as you said, this is the last chance that they're going to have. If they want to take this to a third map, we definitely need more from both Suzu and Festival. We need a lot of control. We need a lot of prevention also. Ani has been brilliant. Both her and Koharu, I think, that have been on a different level of breach play. That is something that I want to keep keeping an eye on for next half.
Yeah, for sure. But look, for FENNEL, 2 rounds is pistol, and the next you're in. You're back in the matchup. But for Guild, they could shut it down right here. Let's send it back over to Mimi and Ender.
Yeah, pretty much that. He can do what he wants.
Well, Guild looking reared up to play Cloud9 white, but FENNEL want to stay alive.
No matter what, even if he does just the final, it's still good for the scene.
Chance on bind, and it has to start here.
And it's going to start with Festival and Suzu, the star
I mean,
players.
I think watch parties are just great for the scene in general.
No one to intercept them too soon from Guild.
You get so many more eyes on it than people who wouldn't watch normally.
De-incentivize her from going for the peak. Tried to get the timing on that. It was
okay. We're going
fairly consistent, but no dice.
And if Guild's been doing their
Are we going
homework,
fast split?
they should know that FENNEL loves these contact pushes. They do it
We wanted to go
so
fast split, but then the push from C long came down and we kind of cancelled. Now they're like mid-rounding.
Korean player on this team does so much to actually learn the Japanese language. Definitely doing her homework on that one as she opens up with a kill. 2 instantly traded.
Okay, Festival has to go
Guild
huge.
Going for a very FENNEL-like play, looping through ceiling to the back of C.
Yeah, but Festival's still alive. You were talking about her,
shot.
and she's making
Dude,
damage.
Smurfette
It's only been her
has
to find a kill thus far. Now alone.
been insane
Is
this map.
and that's a big kill onto Claudia, even 2 versus 2. And Guild playing their post plant from the defender side at spawn, as FENNEL is actually having to retake
The
claim
end
space
goal
in
of Game
front them,
Changers.
and then wrap back around to fight.
You eventually just want to have a team. I mean, I think it's just a long. I think it's just to help the scene in general. I'm not sure what their end game plan is, but
I don't know if that's a
the longer it's
miscommunication or
alive,
what,
like the
'cause
more
cat just
teams
showed
you'll
someone
see
close
actually
right, and
have.
Festival takes the wrong angle there, unfortunately.
I don't know.
Maybe
Maybe the end goal is actually seeing like
crossfare with the spawn
mixed
player,
teams actually
she had a
competing
cloud
against
burst
each
either to
other.
isolate it, but
I don't
still,
know. Either way, it's
unfortunate
just
stuff there
helping
for FENNEL. That would have been
them
the round
catch
to
up.
win to make this comeback just that much easier.
And it's just real unfortunate. You're already at 8-4 deficit.
Yeah, I don't really think there is an end
Being on
goal.
defense, it's just so much harder to actually go for a round 2 force because you don't have the option of like getting the extra money off of a spike plant or anything like this. So Festival or FENNEL are not going to go for anything, just some light armor on Festival for the time being. Interesting that Ness is actually playing really, really ratty in this corner for an early push. Suzy, though, has a chance with the shotgun. No, she doesn't.
Absolutely not. Just bullied by the utility there out of Guild. And yeah, Smurfette.
Good one, pistol, it's over? Yeah, I think so.
Find her kill, and it looks like Guild do want to reset this.
Guild don't have to overcommit. Right now, Roxy has Spike and had full utility sort of guarding the A lobby push, had the turret to make sure no one crept out of B main. Again, this Killjoy pick is so based. Like, I want to see more Killjoy on maps. Like, I don't know. I feel like the mid control on attack, very similar to how we saw on Pearl. It just shuts things down so passively where you don't have to put yourself at much risk. And speaking of that risk, right now it is Claudia again looking to creep on forward and spots the head.
Yeah, it feels like Guild is just playing whack-a-mole in this round. Oh, someone popped up. Let's deal with it. Nope, there's someone in mid.
No way.
Can't deal with that one.
That mole shoots back!
I don't think the moles are supposed to do that.
I don't remember the patch where they give moles guns. Oh my word, Len too and Koharu. Okay.
Ooh,
okay.
this was, I mean, it was a good eco.
Against the whack-a-mole being that dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is there a lower
German
bracket?
government
Sadly
needs to know
not.
this one.
The arcades in Germany a little bit different, perhaps. But, I mean, still, Guild able to move up to 10. And Guild say bonuses? Cringe. Rifles coming into play with triple Bulldogs. A Vandal on Smurfette as well. So they are looking to just make quick work of Fennel.
I love watching Anya play because she is like the psychopath star player that will just push and do some chaotic stuff, but she's also the same player that will just take a back seat and be like, okay, it's utility round now. I'm not going to buy again.
Yeah, I'm going to wait for, you know, you to
Can they give me
overpush and then
believing
I'm gonna
again?
pick up your gun. Say thank you very
Turret
much.
is gonna.
The same turret placed down
Turret's
in
gonna
mid.
shoot
It's
this,
roped
right?
off for now,
I'm
and
actually not
with
sure.
Len falling
Height-wise,
one
it might not
back
be
seat, that is
there.
just so brutal. No chance for smokes. Makes hitting these sites way too easy, I think,
Ooh.
for Guild.
That was kind of good though. They got someone from middle to shoot at.
Festival hasn't been spotted in this close corner yet, but Guild should be suspicious this is a possibility.
Yeah, that's the thing. With the turret being broken, I don't think Guild necessarily have to refight into mid. That will be the choice with two players, so chances potentially to swing off the
okay.
trade. If
Having it
Roxy
stunned,
just wins
chat.
the opening fights, though, there's not much you can do as Koharu's positioning has been given up.
That
To
stun
return
is
can
so
cost.
good.
There was a suck put down on the ground, too. Like, the utility from Guild is instant. That is not easy to go into star form, put that one down in as little time as Ness required.
It's not like both those players were ready. Okay, we're going to fight mid. We're going to have our utility ready. They were scaling C long while all that was going on. Hear the comm from their teammate and instantly react. Such good work from Guild.
It's also like, that's like not like a practice thing or anything
No.
like that. That's instantly reacting to the information on the map and making the decision off of that.
And it shows the quality of the team's communication and just their coordination together to make something like that happen so quickly. It's
Look at it. Look at this higher, lower. It's too strong.
Yeah, it's those little details that let them beat G2 and finally remove them from the throne in EMEA. Suzu, though, speaking of players that can dethrone, 1 versus 2 now as the clock continues to tick down. A couple of good kills to make the
Dude,
highlight reel, but
I
not
can't get
make
over
a
how strong
round win. You
the
have to do more.
fade
You have to
eye
make
is.
it happen. It will not, though, as Ness secures the round.
The clock has been the biggest enemy of Fennel, the inaction in the late rounds from time to time. I think back to map number 1, where they're having to retake these B sites, and they're waiting for all of Guild's utility to go down. They're waiting for that gap. And Guild doesn't open it. You have to force your way back in. You have to put your onus, the onus on yourself. You cannot be playing scared in this situation.
You think how Guild play defense, right? Always sending Smurfette into these forward positions. Fennel need Festival to be that player now. She has been in the past. The look is going to be a peek down A long, but it just, it hurts because Fennel just seemed to guess wrong.
Yeah, pretty much
for
that.
a lot of these stacks on the ecos, on the half buys.
This is out of, at least out of the esports I've been involved in, this is the most support like the female scene's ever had, which is great.
Them entirely.
And it's just going to be this retake for the side of Fennel. Only one weapon to work with. If Festival does get a kill, she'll earn her Blade Storm. Maybe something to try and convert through off of.
The speed of this retake got to come in quickly. Again, long trek for
This
them to
retake's
get over
impossible.
here, and all
Nice
5
one.
players coming to the same position.
Oh, they're gonna retake.
They
They're
worked
gonna
for a
win.
Garage
I
player, but
said the
Roxy's
words.
there, ready to go for the re-swing. Suzu versus Roxy. That could determine how this round plays out. Roxy finds the first, but Festival's flying out onto the site, doing a 360. Claudia is there. This Festival finds a couple coming around the corner, though, shut down.
But it's his time again. This round has already slipped too far. The utility is already here.
That's so
Anya is
lucky.
ready.
Okay,
She'll pick up
actually
a
got a lot
3K.
closer than I thought
Match and
though.
series point to Guild.
Yeah, again, we need the Anya 3K
Okay,
tracker
8 chances
at
to
the
close
end
us
of
out.
this.
It's been so many.
Dude,
It's
Guild
not
just look
real.
way
Like,
better than they
it
did the
just
other day.
absolutely is not. In
Also,
16 rounds,
I felt
our
like
Breach player has found 20
I don't know.
kills.
Fennel
Smurfette
looked
also
like
has 20 kills,
a
by the way.
different
It's not like the
team,
rest of the team was
especially
Well,
on their
she's 19.
attack.
It's not Not as impressive.
I learned how to round.
Yesterday they just overwhelmed all the
That's a
time,
Jet
super
player.
decisive.
You know, like, she puts herself in the
But
position
this,
to
they
take
felt
all
like
those
they
fights.
mid-rounded a
Anya
lot,
is
and
just
you kind of have to
fighting
mid-round a
through
lot
the
against a
chaos of these
Killjoy
late
to break the
rounds.
util,
It's
I
not
get it,
just
but
picks here and there. It is
I still
literally
think,
kill after kill after kill
I don't know, I
in
would have
those
liked to have
late
seen some
moments
faster stuff.
for Anya.
No way! Joint has a timeout. He could be talking to his team right now, but instead, he is just balling out of control.
He's literally trying to turn himself into like a Twitter gif, you know? Like, that's what he throws the glasses on. Hey, that was actually in the walkouts, right? It was glasses versus Fedora. The glasses are on. That's a difference maker.
That is actually just like social media bait right there.
Do you know what would have been? Do you know what would have been even more brutal?
Disrespect
Is
from
if
Gil.
he
They know they're winning this
he
series.
calls another pause
They are
after
so
this to just do
confident.
that for the whole minute.
It would require 8 in a row from Fennel. Guild, a date with Cloud9 White in less than 24 hours on the line here. Just one
I think
round
they're too
separating them
nice.
from
I think they're too nice to do it.
You normally think of winning this match of staying alive as a reward, but you probably have your hardest match of the tournament. One
Like
that would feel
Fnatic, dude, I've been trying to give
incredibly
Mini to do a
difficult, but
disrespect
Guild
timeout. He just won't
have
do
already
it.
played an incredibly close game against a Shopify that has looked fantastic. They have dominated here against Fennel thus far. They can close this out. Who knows what this team can do, but it has to start right now.
And the crowd favorites Fennel will not go out without a fight. Festival, judge in hand, Blade Storm ready to go.
Would I do it?
And Suzu,
Nah, not really.
who has
It
been
depends.
so
If
good
it was
for
against
this
Mini,
team,
I would do it.
is the line
It has
of
to be against the right
defense. Sees
opponent.
the head,
Nice
gets
shot.
the shot, 5v4.
That is big out of Suzu. Can they do more? Guild have the site. This is where Fennel have to expedite. Always so slow in the retakes. Always waiting. They can't let that happen here.
They can't, and yet they need Festival to rotate on over. Koharu does not have
Mini didn't do it and then lost the
Maybe
12-6. Yeah, but
Options
imagine if
here,
he
but
did it.
Swervet is going for this
and then lost the
maniac push
12-6.
into C-Link, but is shut down.
That
Anya
is.
is in the smoke as well. Does
Chat,
not
what are
get
they
anything.
doing?
Claudia
Chat, what are they
tries to forward
doing?
to
Don't,
Ness.
no, don't do
1
this.
versus 4. Astra Star available. Pull for first
They think they
contact.
won already.
And a tucked in position down
Oh,
one.
no.
This should not be possible. There shouldn't be a world. An aftershock in her face. No safe haven. She'll still find
Jesus,
one,
nice
but
shot, though.
it's nowhere near enough to win the round. A start for Fennel with their 5th.
That's how you got to get it kicked off. Suzu and Festival. We just have to ask for more. It's not even like they've been doing a bad job, but you have to come up with something immaculate to shut down this Guild team. An opening pick, one way to do it, absolutely, and huge ultimate held onto from Fennel.
Well, a lot of teams had a very, very dominant path to get here. It wasn't that for Fennel. They played a lot of close games regionally, and it was those two players stepping up and having the big performances that kept them in, that got them here. We need more now.
Run it back. It's got to be the idea. Looks like Suzu might want to push down C long. At the same time, sort of the Festival and Suzu holding hands with the duo on opposite ends of the map, right? Looking for those early peaks, looking for the early picks. When Guild go for the side executes, they look unstoppable. So beat them before they can get that setup to happen.
Early Fatal being committed
That
here
was,
to push them off of this
One
B site.
scene.
Very
Yeah.
free.
It
It was a real loose usage of that all.
Information tools to know that it isn't a B hit coming in, right? That's the weakness of the chamber. So luckily for them, that hasn't been tempted from Guild just yet. Just breaking the tripwire, again, removing information from Fennel.
This is
B
nice,
and Rush
though.
completely open in their minds.
They create a question mark here and here.
Festival, though, she is pushed all the way into this close corner outside. She
They're
has
so
practically
scared that
no
someone's
support
walked in from
in
here.
the
Look what
setup.
angle the breach is holding.
I mean,
Festival,
stick the
I
gun
don't
in
know.
the
Are they
wall.
going to check it?
Hope they don't clear you perfectly coming around the corner.
Dash activated. Can she get one? Oh no! She's whiffed it. She's flubbed it. Festival down. Guild might just have the
It
A site now.
happens.
Absolute heartbreak for Festival. Fennel gonna go back, regroup, try to retake with 4. Koharu has the Rolling Thunder. That is their best bet to get something going here.
When do they activate it? Now is the call. Suzu gets hit by it. They can't retake. They have to stop. They have to stall. The ult's
Oh
completely
no,
nullified
it's
now.
all gone wrong.
There's a seize there as well. How do you get out? Len finds one, but there's no one to trade as she falls down from heaven. Lockdown has been destroyed.
It's something. Ness down. Suzu on the swing, but Claudia defending.
Really
the
convincing
site.
from Guild.
All
Like,
three
really, really
kills.
convincing.
A 2-0 for Guild. They've got their match against Cloud9.
Guild
Okay, so we get some
bounce
banger
back
matchups
up
tomorrow.
against Fennel and do it in dominating fashion. Roxy did make Germany proud today. More chances to do that as we advance along in the tournament. And unfortunately, on the opposite side, that cannot be the same story for FENNEL. Someone had to go home today. And even after a strong performance previously in the first round, they do fall just short.
Still, it's heartbreak for FENNEL, but they've achieved something here at this tournament. They took home a map. They exceeded their own expectations.